Ade Banjo never imagined how hard it would be to raise children in America. Back in Lagos, he was raised with strict discipline, endless proverbs, and a deep respect for others. But here in Houston, Texas, things were different, too different. At home, he tried to keep Nigerian alive. Jollof rice, ewedu, amala, akpu, always on the stove. Yoruba spoken freely and family prayers every night. But outside, his children, Tolu and Shade, were growing up American. Dad, can we have pizza instead of rice tonight? Shade asked one evening. At the, at the side, you children of nowadays, have you ever heard of an African man eating pizza and getting full? Shari rolled her eyes. But we live in America, Dad. That was the problem. They lived in America. But his father still beat to the rim of Nigeria. At work, Ade had mastered the art of blending in. He worked in IT, surrounded by colleagues who laughed at jokes he sometimes didn't understand. He learned to nod and smile even when they talked about American football or TV shows he had never watched. But at home, he demanded respect the Nigerian way. Greet me properly, he reminded Tolu, who had started saying a mere hi dad instead of kneeling slightly like a Yoruba boy should. One day, Tolu came home with his school permission slip. Dad, we are having a sleepover at Jake's house this weekend. Can I go? Ade nearly dropped his cup of tea. Sleepover? What is that? A whole Nigerian boy sleeping in another person's house? Over my dead body. The ancestors must never hear this. Tolu groaned. Dad, you don't get it. Everyone does sleep over here. But are you everyone? Ade asked. In our culture, we sleep in our father's house. The argument ended with Tolu storming off, muttering something about African parents never understanding. Ade sat down heavily. Was he being too straight, or was he just doing what was right? The breakthrough came at a family gathering. His friend Emeka, from the eastern part of Nigeria, who had lived in America longer, pulled him aside. Ade, Ade, my brother, we cannot hold these children too tightly. Emeka said, if we don't bend a little, they will break away completely. Ade thought about it. He didn't want to lose his children. Maybe he needed to meet them halfway. After all, we're in America. The next day, he surprised Tolu. You can go for the sleepover, he said. But but I must meet Jake's parents first. Tolu's face lit up. Really? Thanks, Dad. You are the best. Ade looked at him with one eye. And when Shade asked for pizza, he compromised. Fine, but we eat jollof, but we eat jollof tomorrow. Bit by bit, Ade learned to balance both words. He remained Nigerian at heart, but opened his into America. After all, life wasn't about choosing one culture over the other. It was about finding a way to live with both. And in doing so, he realized that he hadn't lost his children. He had gained something new, a family that carried both roots and wings.